I was on my way to go to law school when I saw the business. And Tony and Andrew Miller, Tony came to my house and he said, 6-figure income and beyond. I said, sure, what do I have to do? And he was so new, he did not even know how to show the plan. I said, it may not be worth my while if you don't even know how to show it. So I did not even go to the open meeting at all. So my sister started the business a year before I did, and I watched her, and I thought they were selling products. And I was too sharp just to do that in my mind, because I didn't understand the business. And then 1 week later, I went to a picnic, and I spoke to Oret Channer. I met him for the first time, and the following week was a FED. And I came to this because I was looking. It was in North Carolina. I had no clue. I did not see the presentation or anything. But I knew I had a dream. I wanted to accomplish some things in my life. So sometimes you say to someone, you have to go to the function, and they'll question, I don't have this, I don't have that. Guys, you've got everything you need to make it happen. All you need is a decision. And I went to North Carolina, and I saw Steve Ridley and a number of other diamonds. Of course, he was an attorney. And I said, okay, if that gentleman owned the practice, and he's walking away from that, then. And I saw other professionals. And I said, okay, maybe this is what I should do. So I came back to New York, and I said, you know what? Give me everything you need, you think I need. I bought about $200 worth of tapes. And I decided to treat this like a business. And I studied those tapes, and I made notes, because this was something I was going to do. But guys, you know what? For all of my life, everything that I did, I was always number one in my class. It never had to put the effort that I had to put in this business. And I started building the business, and I thought that this was going to be a cinch. It was going to be a cakewalk, because I'd done that before. But what this business did for me, it challenged me to grow. The person that you're seeing now is not the person who started the business 8 years ago. And that's what Diamond does for you guys. It squeezes out of you what God put inside of you, what was designed for your purpose to make you great. That you cannot build this business unless you're core, because you need to, the person you are now and the person you're going to be is different. And what core does, it helps you to go through that process. And through every part of my experience in going from platinum onwards, I've learned something. At platinum, I had to make a quality decision. Before I went platinum, I had to make a quality decision. It was not my team's responsibility to make it happen. I made a decision that I'm going to get the job done. Driving home by myself at night, 2 o'clock at night, and going to the meeting, I played business tapes, and back home I'd play spiritual tapes. And that would keep my company. And I know that there was no fear, because you asked how I do it single, how do I drive single? I knew I was never by myself, because the source that I trust is always with me. And you know what, guys? Then you've got to have the courage to pursue it. When your friends are saying no, when your parents are saying, are you still doing that thing? Is it worth it? And I got that from my parents a lot. But you know what? I didn't listen to them, because I realized that the way they were thinking was because of how they were programmed. What is your program when your friends say to you that it's not worth it? General Cortez, he wanted to claim some land for Spain. And he went to the government of Cuba, and they gave him a troop to go to Mexico. And when they landed at the shore, some of the men decided they didn't want to fight again. And he said, burn the ships. That's the type of commitment I'm talking about. Husbands and wives, or if you're single, you've got to burn your ships. If you have your back door still open, if you think that what you're having over here, whether it's a job or whatever is going to do it for you, you're going to always know that there's a loophole. But when you close the back door and you have nowhere else to go, then you'll go forward. You're here because you've got a dream. Make that dream stay alive by willing to plug into the system, this BWW system. And I'm going to say to you again that the commitment that is everybody's, whatever they've got to go through is maybe different from yours. But remember, the feeling is going to go away when you go home. You're going to be by yourself. But you've got to carry this in your heart. And you've also got to build your own fire. And I'm going to say to you guys, anytime you think of any doubt, just remember God's word. He said that you can do exceedingly abundantly above that which you can ask or even think. And that's why we don't mean to sound like religious or anything, but anytime you're going to do anything great, somehow God always have to come in the picture. So I'm just saying to you, are you going diamond? If you're going diamond, it means you're on the journey and you're being core and you're doing what it takes. Come join us, guys. You can do it.